Virgos, what can I say about you? So loyal, so hardworking, perfectionism embodied. There's just so many traits about you guys. I can't. Hey YouTube, welcome to my tube. If you've been around for a while, I did start a Zodiac series like about a year or two ago, and I know I haven't posted since then, but I did say that I was going to finish that series, and the next Zodiac sign in line is Virgo. I don't know why. It's probably because we're in Virgo season and I know that, so I probably was like, okay, let me just go with the flow and I have to do Virgo next. So this is the look that I created for Virgos using this color palette right here from my Zodiac color palette image that I have saved. I absolutely love how this makeup came out, and I'm so excited to show you guys how I created it. And I also have to say, being a Pisces, Virgos and Pisces, twin, where have you been? I also want to mention really quick, I've only had like one Virgo friend in my life. I don't know if I know any other Virgos, but this one's for y'all. This one's for y'all. Let's get into it. Okay, so as usual, I do have my brows on, and I just use the Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown, and then also the Anastasia Brow Gel also in dark brown. Absolutely love these products. I also gelled them down, but I had like a little bit of a mishap because I was trying a new gel. But the usual gel that I like to use before I go in with my pomade is the Sephora one or the e.l.f. Brow Wax. So brow wax? The e.l.f. Soap Brow, I meant. The e.l.f. Soap Brow, so good. But today I didn't do the soap brow, I just used that other one that I'm still trying to figure out, so I'm not gonna mention because I will figure it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in to show you guys what I do on my eyes, and then I will zoom you guys back out for when it's time to do my face. Okay, so now that I have you zoomed in, I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox 24-hour primer. You already know, one of my faves. And we're gonna go tapping in the primer as usual, making sure that it gets tacky so that when it's time to apply the eyeshadow, it is so tacky that it's going to stay. Now, because I'm using some fairly light to dark colors, I'm gonna put the smallest bit of concealer on my eyes. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter concealer, which is this one here. It's the one with the old cap, not the new one. And I'm gonna put just a little bit, not too much. I don't want something excessive, but I do want enough where when I put the color, it's gonna resaltar. It's going to pop. And so one of the good things about putting concealer on is that it's going to give you a base so that when you go into the eyeshadow colors that you're doing for the day, the colors are really gonna pop out more than usual, because personally I noticed that when I don't put concealer on my eyes, you can still see the color, but it's more of like a toned down version, versus when I put on concealer on my eyelids, it's more of a out there in your face, and you can really see the full color for its whole totality on the eyelids. And that's exactly what I want for this look, especially since, like I mentioned, I'm using some very light to darkish colors here and there, so it's going to really bring that look together. So I'm gonna go in with the So Jaded by Kathleen Lights and ColourPop palette. I absolutely love this palette. It's just so versatile. You got so many colors in one. Look at the shades, look how beautiful. I absolutely love it. And this is really my go-to when I don't know what to use, because all you have to do is look at the palette and you can just form any eye look just by looking at 4 eyeshadows together, or like looking down the row. It's amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. As usual, I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Royal Jewels, which is this nudish color right here. And I'm going to focus that color all in my crease, just kind of creating a good transition color for when I apply the rest of my colors on top of that. Now, I really like this color because it is a nude color, but it still has that peach undertone. So it makes it a very nice transition due to the colors that we're using, which are again that very nice rich peach, a light green, and a dark green. So this color that I applied right now in the crease is really going to help that transition be seamless and beautiful. And I am slightly building up this color because it is very light and I don't want to go in with a heavy hand. I just want to be able to build it up to the color I want or to the exact peachy transition tone that I'm looking for. Now, going in with a more defined fluffy brush, I'm gonna go into the color Jade, which is this color here. It's a beautiful olive green and I absolutely love this color. It's almost like olive / military green. So beautiful on the eyes. I've used this before for looks that I've done for work and I absolutely love it. It's so pretty as a transition color and just like as a base. Love it so much. And we're gonna focus this color on the outer corner. We're literally going to blend it solely in the outer corner, and instead of doing the V shape that we usually do, the inward V like this, we are going to be doing a winged look with it. Not an excessive wing. I just want this green color to go in a wing-like form, like it'll go that way instead of being buffed into one sole section on the outer corner. So as you can tell, I'm doing circular motions in an upward angle, kind of following like as if I were doing a wing with eyeshadow, and this is exactly the look you want. I know it's looking a little crazy right now, but don't worry, after it's all blended in and ready to go with the rest of the colors, it's going to be beautiful. But just remember to do that upward buffing motion. So now going in with a fluffier brush to really blend out that green, we're gonna go again into that jade color. So as you can see, I'm bringing in the color slightly into the center of my eye, not too much, just a very tiny bit, kind of just pulling that winged look a little bit closer into the center, but not coming all the way into the middle because another color is going to be placed there. But really just getting rid of those rough lines that were formed and getting it to blend out, but still having the color there slightly. So now going in with a more focused brush like this one. This is by Luxe and it's the 245 small shader brush. I'm gonna go into the color Peridot, which is this beautiful bright green right here, and I'm gonna be focusing that in the inner corner, also doing that angled look that we have on the outer corner, but again focusing it only in the inner corner of the eye. As you can tell, for this inner corner, I'm really bringing in the top part that's by the crease a little bit further out to really give it that angled look that we're looking for, because if I were to just go straight up with it, it would not give the angled look. It would just start forming kind of like the normal inner corner look that you do when you're doing an eyeshadow look. Okay, it's starting to come together. It looks so freaking cute. I absolutely love this inner corner shadow Peridot. I use it as much as I can because it's such a beautiful lime green, and this is without it being wet. If you want a more foiled look and a more bright green, you can go ahead and wet your brush with a little bit of setting spray, and it really brings that foiled look. And that works for just about any eyeshadow really. To make it look a little bit brighter, you can wet your brush and then go into the eyeshadow, and it really brings it to life. That's a really cute tip that I like to use every now and then, and I swear by it. But I always recommend to trying out the eyeshadow before you go straight into your eye, to try it out wet on the back of your hand so that you can see how it looks wet, and then you also can see how it looks dry, because you might like how it looks better dry for an eyeshadow look and you might like it better wet for a separate eyeshadow look. So just keep that in mind. Now using another flat eyeshadow brush. This is from Morphe. I don't have the number for it, but it is just a regular flat eyeshadow brush. As you can see, I'm gonna go into the color You're a Gem, which is this pink right here. And this is the pink that it shows in my color wheel. So again, we're bringing in the light greens, the dark greens, the very earth tone colors, and then we have this peach coming in that's really gonna bring it together. And we're going to center this color in the middle between this lime green that we just put in and the dark green that we put on the outer corners. Again, doing this angled look. And then over that, we're going to add a little bit of sparkle, but we'll get there in just a second. Now, it might look a little bit wild right now because you don't see the transition cleanly between all these colors, but just remember that we still have to blend. So now that we have this crazy looking look on our eyes, remember that I mentioned I want to go in with a little bit of glitter on the peach color that we just applied. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Moonstone, which is this one down here. It already has a bit of a peach undertone, but as you can see, when I move the palette, it has that bright color coming through, and that's exactly what I want. So I'm gonna go in with my finger and I'm gonna focus it again right over that peach color that we just applied. Now that we added that little bit of color, we're gonna go in with the fluffy brush that we used originally for that first transition color, and we're just going to start slowly blending in the jade color, that very dark green we have at the end, with that center peach. And then lastly, we're going to go in with a flat brush and blend in the lime green with the center peach one more time, so that it creates a seamless transition that we're looking for. And if you need to pick up some extra color, please go ahead. I'm going to pick up just a little bit of this green just so that it comes back to life. So really quick, using a separate fluffy brush like this one, I'm gonna go back into that original transition color, Royal Jewels, and I'm going to pick some up and just really blend out the top corners of the eyeshadow colors, the ones that are like centering in the crease, because I want, again, that seamless transition. Even if they're all going to that angled look, I still want them to look clean and very nice the way Virgos are. So I'm going to go in with that and just pass over it slightly, not too hard either, because you don't want the colors that you have on there to go away, but just the slightest bit so that they blend out beautifully. And I'm more so focusing it from the edge of the lime green, the peach, to the green, so mostly from the center of the eye to the end. So this is how it should look once you are done blending and doing all that good stuff. And if you feel like when you're done blending, some of the colors have gone away, please go back in and make them as dark as you want or as pigmented as you want. I really like how this is coming out. If anything, I'm gonna go in maybe just a little bit more with the peach, but aside from that, I'm done with the eyeshadow. So now I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild breakup proof eyeliner. I'm gonna do a very small wing liner on the outside, nothing too excessive. I just want something that's going to kind of bring it all together as well. So I feel like a black liner or even a brown liner, if you have one available, would make it even more like cohesive, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Brown, because it's an earth tone and the colors we're working with are earth tones, so it just brings it better. But because I don't have one, I'm just gonna use the black. Now, as you can see, the look just comes together and it kind of gives it that foxy look. Now, because Virgos are very like pure and simple and just innocent, when I think of all that, I think of natural lashes or maybe like outer corner lashes. But for this look, I think I'm just gonna go with my natural lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and curl them, and I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Size Up mascara and then also the roller lash. I have been loving these two together, and sometimes I'll grab the brush from the telescopic one and even the little product that's on it and go in with it just to like really bring out that like long, pretty lash by lash look. I absolutely have been loving this combination, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take a break from my eyeshadow. While my lashes are drying, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face using the Benefit Professional Pore Primer. And I'm going to get ready to start my face makeup. I really like this primer because it has a slight scent, which I know some people are against like having fragrance on their face, but it doesn't bother me. And it also has a slight bit of a tint, so it helps to create a good base for when you're putting on your foundation. So I'm gonna be trying out this new foundation today, and it's the Nude Sticks Tinted Cover Foundation. I got it in my gratis, but I'm really intrigued in trying it. I've heard good things of Nude Sticks, and I love their brand rep so much. Every time they come in, they are a party. So I'm excited to try this out. And I am gonna be going in using my BoxyCharm brush. I did do a TikTok on a comparable brush for this if you're interested in using a brush similar to this one for your foundation. So make sure you go check out my TikTok where I do small little recommendations like that, and follow me there as well. And while I'm at it, I might as well tell you to subscribe while you're here, because I am going to be completing my Zodiac series As you can see, I started with Virgo now, and then I don't know who I'm doing next because I started with Aries the entire season. So just subscribe so you can follow along. Okay, so I really like this foundation. I love how glowy it is. It's very nice. I want to see how it wears the rest of the evening because I'm filming this pretty late. It's already like 6 o'clock in the afternoon right now. So I want to just wear it the rest of the night to see how it wears, and I will leave a little note somewhere on the screen letting you know how I liked it for the rest of the time. I'm also going to try to wear it one day for work so that I see just how good it lasts when I'm at work for like 6, 7, 8 hours at a time. But right now I really like how glowy it is. The one thing I noticed is that you can't pump it directly to your face like most foundation. You have to pump it to your hand kind of like this so that the product comes down, because it is in a tube format and so the pump is at the bottom. So when I tried putting it directly to my face, not much came out, but when I pumped it onto the back of my hand, a little bit more came out, like a lot more. So just a quick tip, if you're gonna get the Nude Sticks foundation, just so you know, you have to pump it on your hand and then apply it to your face. I really like how dewy and how glowy this foundation made me look. So I'm excited to go in with their concealer as well. I have the Nude Sticks concealer that I'm also trying out today, and I'm also in the shade Nude 4. So this one is going to be just about the same color as my foundation, and I was not expecting that right now that I opened. This is so, I've never had a foundation like this. It's a tube, but it has a doe's foot. I was expecting something that I had to like squirt or something for some reason, but I really like that it has the doe foot because it makes it so much easier for the application. So the doe foot does pick up a lot of product. So the first time you go into it, the first swipe you do is going to be very intense. So you're just gonna have to spread that out to the best of your abilities throughout the rest of wherever you place your concealer. Today I'm only placing it on my under eyes, but so far I really like the packaging and I like how much product the doe foot actually picks up. I really like this concealer. I think it blends out beautifully. It also gives me a very hydrated and blurred under eye look, which I really appreciate because I like that a lot. A1, you go Nude Sticks. And I've never tried Nude Sticks before, only like short moments in store when I tried them out on my hand. But to personally try it out on your face, beautiful. And it's such a good match, like very nice. I almost feel also like, even though Nude 4 is the same color as the foundation I have, I feel like it still gives me that brightening under eye look, and I really appreciate that too because I kind of like a really bright under eye, because when it's time to put on blush and everything else, that really helps to stand out. So I'm gonna go in with my Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist by e.l.f. This is my second bottle. My first bottle lasted me for so long, and then I eventually ran out, so now I bought another one, my favorite setting mist. And now I'm gonna go in with one of my fave setting powders, the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. I already took the lid off and I have some powder on it, which is why I'm not showing you, but if you know, you know. I freaking love this powder. And I'm just going to set my under eyes because I want to keep that glowy look. So I'm just gonna go in with my little spongy and set my under eyes. Wow, beautiful. I really like how that concealer looks once it's set. It blurred out even more. I really like that. So now I'm gonna go in with my contour, and I don't want to go in with a dark contour, so I'm going in with my e.l.f. Forever Sun Kissed bronzer. Looks like this. It is a little bit like my tan look, like it's not too dark, so sometimes it doesn't, you can't even tell I have some on, but that's exactly the look I'm going for this look. So going in with my Real Techniques face brush, multitasking face brush, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my contour. So as you can see, it's not too much bronzer. It is the lightest touch, almost just looks exactly like the bronzer is called, sun kissed, and just enough contour to really sculpt out your face, but not to a full glam extent. I want to try out this other product that I got, not in gratis, I actually bought it, but I bought the Patrick Ta blush, and this is the Oh She's So Different color. I absolutely love his packaging. It's so not me about to drop it. It's so stunning. As you can tell, I already put my finger in it, but I absolutely love that. And so they told me that the secret is you put the blush, the powder blush first, and then you go over it with the cream, because the whole idea behind this formulation is that it helps allow the blush to look like it's part of your skin instead of like you put it like over your skin. Like a natural finish is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I love that color. Wow, they were so right. I might honestly just leave it like that and not even go in with the cream, because I love how simple and how natural this blush looks. And that's the exact look that I'm going for when it comes to Virgo. Something natural, something that looks simple, even if I have a full face on. I really like this blush. I'm so excited because now I want to buy the rest of them in due time, because your girl needs to save up for that. Patrick taught is expensive. But Patrick, if this ever gets to you and you'd like to send me your products, I would be more than happy, because I love your products so much. I test them as much as I can when I'm in Sephora, at my job, and I love you. I love you and your products. Your products, A1, A1, A plus. Everything. I love them. So now for highlight, I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Super Chalk Cheek, which is on the cusp. This is the collab that they did with Kathleen Lights, but I'm gonna show you the color so that you can get an idea. Maybe you can find one similar. Very nice. It's kind of like a natural glow, very similar to the color we put over that peach color on our eyelids. Very beautiful. And I'm just gonna go in with my fingers because I want again a very natural glow. I don't want anything too much, as I put too much. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna go in again with my setting spray to set everything and everything blend in. I love this concealer so much with the I can't even talk, with the powder. It's so beautiful. It blurred my under eyes so well, so well. Wow, this look, everything about this look, I love it. Virgos, I might not know a lot of y'all, but this look was made for y'all, quite literally. Okay, now before I do my lips, I'm gonna go back into my eyes really quick. I'm gonna curl my lashes again, because if you know me, you know I love curling my lashes after I put on mascara. I know some people are scared. If you're scared, you don't have to, but I'm going to. And I'm also going to do my under eye colors, which I feel like is really gonna bring it all together, especially with this concealer. Oh, I'm so excited about it. Okay, so I'm gonna use the same brushes, the flat brush by Morphe and the flat brush by Luxe, and then I'm going to be using this other one by Lavish, which is a pencil brush, because I want to use this for the dark green. I keep trying to call it brown. The dark green that we have on the outer corner, I'm going to apply that in the outer corner of my bottom lid. I'm going to apply the orange peach color with this one, and then the bright lime green with the black. I'm screaming how much I love how this look is coming out. This is how the eyes should look. It matches top and bottom, where the lime green is on the top, the lime green is on the bottom, and so on. Spectacular. I love it, love it. We are completely done, and now the last thing that we have to do is our lips. And obviously, because we want our eyes to be the main attraction, we have to do a very simple lip. I'm thinking of something peachy, maybe a little bit of a light pink, just to like really bring these colors out. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the ColourPop Lippy Stick, and this is in the color Lumiere, and it's the matte one. And I'm not gonna line, because again, wanting that natural look, and I feel like liner really just points out your lips a little bit more, so I'm not gonna line, just gonna go in with this. Now as you can see, it's a bit bright, so I'm gonna go in with a napkin and do the napkin trick. It's still a little bit out there, but no worries, because we're gonna go in with the ColourPop Luxe lip gloss, and this is in Dandelion Honey. This is part of their Winnie the Pooh collection that they did, and it does have a slight tint, so it's good because it's going to tone down this pink. And we are all set. I really love how this look came out, everything about it, from the eyeshadow to how good the concealer and the foundation have been working, the lip color and how bright this lip gloss is. I feel like it's the most beautiful look. It's so natural, so earth tones, but yet a little bit of like spring in there. I feel like that bright green makes me think of spring. I don't know, it's just so beautiful, and I love how it came out so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you recreate it, please tag me. I would love to see your versions of it. My Virgos out there, you guys are amazingly loyal, such beautiful souls. I love you guys so much. And Virgos and Pisces, like I said at the beginning, are like this. I am so excited that this look came out beautifully for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.